Are you an extrovert or introvert?
Those awkward moments of what will I say? Just go and look into their face if they'll start talking to you.
Want to be shameless, but go do meet people's. Like yes, I would.
This is completely opposite things of ability to my nature. The pain of being awkward, the pain of being, and looking bored, the pain of seeing, what do people think that's pressing your head. But every time you're overcoming that, you're making the progress. So I keep telling myself, do the awkward piece, do the odd thing, do the shameless thing. That's the price you take. So obviously,
If you have like last $10,000 left in your bank, what you will do with that money?
First will be a saver investment plan. Put
a little bit money to learn, being relaxed.
in my
Teaser here ki you play humans.
people who are scared of AI are actually people who are
Not aware its benefits.
like you gotta embrace GI as your assistant and not as your users.
How was the workshop, guys?
There's no shortcut for making money online. It's only work. You need to work.
Hi guys. I am Jitendra Vaswani, and today I'm sitting with one of the founders of Link Building Mumba Mastery, Jabez. How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing well. I'm glad my event went well.
Yes, we are.
And
And
we are done with it. Yeah, and we are done with it. So I'm feeling much better, relaxed, and excited for the week ahead.
okay, why did you choose to make this happen? This event, like Link Building Mumba Mastery, what was the main goal behind that one?
So the backstory.
Yeah.
2023, 5 agency owners. Whereas me, Julian Goldie, Chris Jesus, SEO Jesus, and one more guy. 5 of us, we did Mumba Mastermind.
Okay.
All of us are competitors of each other, right? But we spent a half day helping each other's problem and then helping us with ideas of how to grow. Competitors helping and growing. So that was very inspiring to me, that how we have created a small group, where we are just helping each other and not caring about, oh, you're my competitor.
Yeah, the company.
So I wanted to just share the same thing with more people, because I know the importance of masterminds and being in the right place, how it has changed my life. So whenever I do for conferences, I look for which conferences are having, really high quality masterminds, because that's where you get the main, next ROI. Exactly. So that's what the plan was for 2024. Okay, let's do it for 10 to 15 people and get more agency owners, and maybe one or two guys can present also, so we can have a nice thing.
So you think the qualities,
Yeah,
speakers?
speakers. So I like doing, even if it's small thing, I like doing it at nice venue. So we got a nice venue last year.
Right.
But when people saw the nice venue and setup, more people wanted to come. So we were planning for 15, around 70 plus came last year.
Right.
So we never planned to make it into
Like a very big.
for like a mini conference, but just so happened that people saw value. So now it's speakers came in, speakers and attendees came in, so sponsors also came. So it's just. So
I think it's all about the value you bring to the conference, and you're bringing the quality of the speakers, because I was a part of Link Building Mastery 2025, and I think it's amazing. Like the quality of the people you have, because if somebody is paying XYZ money, right? They are very serious to work with here.
And our invite is very niche as well.
And it's very niche oriented, so like some like everybody is here about link building, and you have the booths, like the sponsors, everybody, like it's very niche focus, right?
Very niche. And what's even more surprising, our first early bird tickets were bought by people who are they are nothing to do with SEO. So they are like Legion agency owners, they are video agency owners, they are automation devs, because first of all, they want to hang out with people who outside the industry. So they know if they network with these people, they will make money and business with them. So very smart guys. So I was surprised, but I'm happy, that even non SEOs, good number of non SEOs are coming. And as I said, since it's a niche event and a bit advanced level.
Very
So
yeah.
so we mostly like 80% of our attendees are either SEO agency owners or like affiliate or e-com players who are playing at a really high level.
Very well. Okay, I want to ask you this question: like, how did you get started into this online space? Like, who bring you this, like, to this space? Like, tell me your whole story. Like, where are you from, and
Okay.
how did you enter into this space?
So I was born in India in a town called Allahabad.
Allahabad, yeah.
Then that's where I did all my education. Then I was in Delhi and for 4 years. And then my wife, who was my girlfriend back then, she came to Chiang Mai for some work. And she said, "Hey, this place is nice. Um, come and check this place." I was, because I I wasn't, I've never been a big city guy. I like small places, quieter. So when I came here, I just loved this place. And then
Sacrifice very nice.
yeah, so I love the vibe of this place. At the same time, uh, it had it has a really good community. But back then, I didn't really know about the community. I just came, I fell in love with the yes, more beside about us. So I just wanted to stay here. Like I just wanted to find a job up and as they say here. So I would just find everywhere I can, anywhere, everywhere, and anywhere.
Oh, like,
Just I was applying for kindergarten, key stage 12, all center.
wow. So you came with in like Chen.
I did very young working SQP because never. Because I was just learning all sorts of different things. Because just before coming to China, I had a bike accident. So I was recovering for 6 years. So no wash. I was just a friend of mine had shared the Linda restaurant back in the day. So I was learning all sorts of like online things like a lot of me editing, a little bit of SEO, a little bit of marketing. But when I came here, I was just like everywhere. You know, sure I said kindergarten, all center, cafes,
Yes, TV everywhere. Was posso guardare questa storia e non c'è una cosa fai, però c'è più apply, ok.
and online SEO agency as well. I got job. And that's how I got into that field. And then slowly started some meeting, some piece of care in Chiang Mai. That's how my SEO day side of watch these, like watch it other agencies, but to work with Jaya and Madigity as well, and this would Spain. And then eventually I made my agency.
Yeah. So that's where so you learn from the experts who are already there, made it there, like move. So you got to know about these peaks. If it's fair, so you started with the next season. And that kind of education background.
I did like majority of any kids at this BTech engineering. That's had computer science, but
So you're happy while doing that thing?
when so I never used the knowledge from there. Say yeah, but yes, so that's my background for education. But I think it's like the what I can do right now, and these kind of knowledge and expertise, and things related to smart on the base of it's school or college government. In work, I am the six side. 6'5".
So now you're staying with your wife in Chiang Mai. So you love the culture. So what kind of culture differences you see between Thai and India if you compare?
You know what? For the parents, the language and culture is so actually inspired by India.
Yes.
The language comes from the culture also, the way they fish, whimsy, slides. It's come from India. They probably do notice it. The worst things that you really saw the point about me and Nagai, one for one incident, we were sitting outside of our meeting chapel, right, on the last street. And there was much, so it was a big bar on site. And we were eating and we saw these youngsters or spotted probably here coming and meeting their friends and they are turning their hands at move the work. I was on doing it. You like, yes, like this. And man, this such a big originates from our country. It's so good here and it's so beautiful and we shy from doing this thing in our country, but yeah, look at youngster, they are they breed.
They are very humble. They're very pathetic.
Yes, so I was very surprised as all of family, for our future kids. This is the culture I want to carry. Like I'm able to carry more of a Indian culture here. I want to see most of that Asian culture, hospitality, and greeting in Ghanaian ways. I'm able to see, experience, and practice flow here. So those were other reasons that made me eat your farm that day. Whereas it is as long as possible, stay on.
Yeah. Okay. I want to now ask you in the Empire side, how is just the personal like which was the best year of your life? Just of your best.
This is Shields one.
And the worst year of your life in terms of business? That's a cash.
See, any year as it was, because the was, or I would say the hardest month have been me the biggest reward or the essence. So I take the hardest month as my biggest year.
And why 2024 was the best year?
Really full. Okay, so very was divided, or for me divided into two halves. The first half was going very smooth, that we had a lot of sales and I was living a very relaxed life. Then suddenly there was a shake up mid-year, and then I was left with no other choice but to check as they put my face out there. I was for the longest time trying that someone else will come and I'll hire someone and they can be the face of my brand, and I realized that your brand has to be your face. It cannot because people know you, right? Yes. And even if someone comes and supplements it, you have to start. You have to set the standard. But and then if you are doing it the right way, maybe someone else can come and supplement. But the majority each year has to be taken by you, and Lucas, you have kind of set the rhythm. And so I was left with no other choice. I had to get that kick to get accepted. Yeah, believe it's the house and brand.
Because in this AI space right now, AI you were right now, you need to build your personal brand. Like people can recognize you because with all sick and be fake videos here, right? So the personal branding helps you.
So I was at put right, yeah, and because of that push, I was able to put myself out dress. Even for me, when we started the idea of okay, let's do the mini conference. Who will buy from tickets for advisories? Nobody knows. So I was just getting active posting, getting active in recordings when the meeting leakers. And that push saved me another jump in my shop career and we were able to then get back to going a business in reality and depending on figures. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why 2024 was was divided into two ways through, and the learning was in two different sides.
Two friends. Okay. So if you could bring back one person in your life, who would it be?
So to show me saying by one person.
One person in your life. It can be anyone, like
My grandfather.
so you remember like chill.
Yeah, because he was the least in me.
So yeah, ready? You want to bring it? Tracks, statements. Okay, if you get one day to spend with Elon Musk, Bill Gates, or Warren Buffett, so you will choose and was.
I would say world okay. Because he's been very patient. He as an investor, he's always worked in a way where he played the long years. So best case in mistake investing and goes to learn. So for us right now, I can tell you, we live in a day and age where everything is going very fast, and we want to see quick wins, and we get disappointed when we go and see the quick wins, right? But so how can you become successful, have long lasting, consistent cure without being disappointed? That's not see quick. That for me, that's the kind of goal I want to set each.
Is very. And one the one thing you regret the most in
Not putting myself out there sooner. Not single brand sooner. Not and being intent to put my face.
do you think there are some of the downsides of being famous on social media? Because now people associate with you, your brand like Link Building Mastery. Do you think there are some kind of downsides of being famous?
Only you are taking just
So,
is if you're being genuine, if you're being genuine and you don't have to defend your side. The guy who has the biggest stake as many as you. He has to justify and he has to depend. But you're being honest on cause you don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to. So even if you're then getting, always know that there will be a lot of the more your reach is going, the more negative comments you'll get.
Of course, for sure. So,
So you just be precise. Just just be prepared. And I would say is be happy. Take it as a positive sign if you're getting the hours you're being trolled. So it's a positive sign. But if you're doing right, yes. But if you're doing it honestly, if you're concerned, you don't have to respect.
okay, what's the best financial investment you have done till now?
For me, investment has been the right hires. You hire, you pay extra, but you even the 1 hour of the day that they say you some critical things because you think I have to make one decision that those change in 1 hour. How much of your brain power was gone that it almost drains you out for the rest of the day, and you're not able to make more reviews. So my regret also has been that I will not hire the right people earlier, trying to save money, yes, and also being the tendo and not sees hiring as an investment. So ever since I learned that hiring key people is an investment, I see by the right years that has really changed my perspective of hiring and dating the right people and seeing it as
And what is your biggest fear when you are
my biggest fear. I think is to so I want to make sure that I leave a legacy. Yes. I have one kid. Yeah, but I want to make sure that kids, and not just my own kids, like my kids are only my nephew. He says, addiction, I want to make sure that because kids see, they don't care about me, but they don't care how much. I just want to make sure that they don't waste someone they want to live up. So do you?
miss your family every day because most why you are here in Chiang Mai? So come here with good terms with your family.
Yeah. So that's a price you pay, right? You for work, you has to be in. That's the cap place as you guys just nothing with salary. I accept I like $1 a year. So we have a seat. So they eat us. But she always sees me, your family as your such a no matter how much luxury or how much comfort you get anywhere else, nothing replaces your family, your culture, your
Are you a emotional? I know versus or you are very practical kind of person. What kind of person you are? Also about social and practical. And how do you make a balance with your family or yeah in like in growing there by emotionally manipulate you to handle in this case like I think a lot of
it's just
wait so your voice is your like
yeah,
the backbone
I a backbone and also my sounding board, my and she the one who she cheers sports. So she type of she helped me do yeah, key two things. I can I can be very emotional and make some very rational, quick decisions. But she always leads you back to, you know, do anything you want to do with what, but check your intention. You gotta do anything you want to help someone, you want to give them a donation somewhere, but with what intentions. So she brings you back to reality check and so and still being grounded.
yes and what's the best compliment you have ever received in your life best comments I think
I think I don't remember when, well, but I think anytime when I like if I get a compliment uh, that I was being genuine, Inco, genuine I was or genuine in meeting someone, that for me, is the biggest goal. So it's like
if you have like last $10,000 left in your bank is what you will do with that money
okay, so probably I will divide it into the first will be a saver investment plan for something like even if it gives smaller return, but it's safe for sure. Like even independent investment. And that depends. Like if I'm leaving it for someone or is it just for me? If I could do it just for me,
then I would first do uh, intense market research and put a little bit money to learn in the last my think myself, and then use the remaining little bit to achieve. So, this is really
Very vital. Is a yeti. You play. You must. What I was AI is get it so. What do you think?
I mean, I see as AI being your best
Like your family.
Yeah, you see it. As, so it's just people who are scared of AI are actually people who are not aware its benefits. Or they're just not even look emphasis on that thing. I think I was also there sorry in that category as well where I was maybe like these kids convention. But ever since I embraced it, ever since I got into it and started using it for my own benefit, it has solely you increase this man productivity. Also, AI, I think it is going to create more jobs because AI is just keep opening the horizon of people's to experience that anything is possible. For example, more people are now doing vibe coding. So they are realizing okay, I can test a plan, but then they need developers to deploy to sign up proper charge. So they need more people to shoot Slayer. People who want to create, storylines or videos or graphics, they can test it with AIs and then hire more, professionals to suit the finishing off. So I think AI actually is opening the horizon to open up your mind to test more possibility, and when there are more possibilities, you're leaving more influence to deploy. So like these sort of embrace GI as your assistant and not as your wishes.
Okay, and what's your favorite childhood in memory? So you still have Geneva.
Oh, my childhood favorite. I mean, there's so many. But I think for me, I would as be going to my grandfather's place every summer and enjoy with all my other cousins coming and meeting at the same time. Just I mean, talk freely. Oh, super funny story. Say she's doing now. I still get to do is because I was going back to come in at a time where you lost. But other families were going, my cousins are going to chill them, so we didn't miss all that side.
So do you still see your old pictures with your cousins, your brother? Do you get like emotionally?
Yeah, I mean, if you come to my home and the first picture that you see while walking towards my my room is the photo of all my cousins again.
So you're very still attached to you. The dream is albums your story. And what's the best piece of advice you have ever said you see in your life? The worst it is to want to get your like insight.
Pain is the price you pay for progress.
A surprise, pay pause.
So, I mean, that's been, I think, the theme for me for this year. There are many more great things I've learned from just being so blessed to have people who are 10 steps ahead of me. We're just learning from learning. But this year's theme has been it is the price you pay for progress. And what was the pay?
And the worst piece of advice also.
It's not in my head. So because I don't keep there's nothing in my head by worst case because if I saw something that it's on a linear, I just know from one end it's coming and from my click from plus.
I got the worst piece and like somebody told me like if you do like engineering or like the BTEC, you will be saying you're not on that. That's the worst piece of advice. So somebody that because if I don't have any interest in life, if I'm not passionate about any work, we'll be able to get sharpness, peace, and then so what I especially okay. So now you and extrovert or introvert. Introvert. I don't believe because you be very open. You're talking with me the chance of quickly.
This is so you get empowered by nature, but but you work yourself. You push yourself to come out and see. But so I'll give you an example. Last year I was a CEO story conference, and that's I speak 3 days over there. Then it was the launch day also happening. And I hadn't made connection. I haven't apart from the masterminds. But it's deep of just 3-4 people on the table, so easy to make, the refill. So can I select one? Replaces the investment of coming here, the tickets, the hotel, the travel, the time that I put it should have was me time. But what I do, see now after by times, when I was shameless, were bold in weeks people's by years. So I would this was this completely opposite things of ability to my nature. I was just growing touch. I was just growing and sitting up. There's this so you see the four one place I'll go and sit there. Hey, that's start on me. Little and make fun. Because just people don't give. You know, it is surprise because I'm not there. Nishit Panahi. See,
Peter videos and Peter. So I was forcing myself to go and meet. And it's not that you make if you do it one time, you will get the the spark and you get that vibe that you everything will become normal for you. No, you have to overcome that fear and become like even right now. Like you have to make confident. Even at my own conference, I'm always listening to put myself on stage. I don't want to. Last year I did not speak. We did a London event. I did not speak. Then from my other friends, I'm thinking were almost bashing me because they were saying that hey, it's not looking like you're doing the event because you're not coming on the stage. So is it you gotta do this to step up for yourself. You gotta do it for your business. And so it does not matter. I've met so many more introverts that if you are an introvert, does not mean that you have fun on me. You just have to change your perspectives. People are not here to,
Yes, you are.
yeah.
They are here to help you to grow yours. And just go with this theory to
Those awkward moments of what will I say? It's just go and look into their face and they'll start talking to you.
yes, yeah, the same thing happened with me when I started in this SU space, right? And I was very hesitant by choice, and I was like very hesitant to speak to the people. So till I have some she's
Yes.
so I was very scared to talk to people. But when I started going to all these kind of sort up and all friends, I got the power of people. Few years, 100 or 200 people, right? You will be able to like uplift yourself, right? Lift your ego, your morals. Say that it's gonna help you always. That just have to just go out, be shameless. As I get how you wanna like a your stuff.
Right. And as I said, pain is a practical way for progress, right? So the pain of being awkward, the pain of being, and looking bored, the pain of seeing, what will people think that's pressing your head. But every time you're overcoming that, you're making the progress. So I keep telling myself, do the awkward piece, do the odd thing, do the, shameless thing. That's the price you take. So obviously,
Are you early bird on the night owl?
a lot of noise.
Like what does your morning look like? Once you wake up, what's the first thing so you do?
So once if I so when I wake up, for me, first time is to just pray, fighting myself, thank the Lord for my day, and I just speak. Let this day is gonna be it's an amazing day. I'm gonna have the best of my kind today, and then from there I want to get some use my up post set up
Work and uh, 9.
Yeah, between 9 to 10, I like to go cafe with to have just to got no disturbance time with my wife, so we can just have a coffee, and do a gratitude journaling. And I want to be able to, but my mind is stay fresh. So I want to give it's the best part of my day is light. We spend the time, love anyone else, and no disturbance, and that comes workout, then the next batch of work. Then I like running a lot. So I go for running in the evening and then more fantasized.
It was like if I want to, if it is some task for next day to my team, so I have less just so that they can have in this up there. So you work in different handlets, then and they give me side.
So they like eh, that's how you make sure like your mornings are very much product in Nigeria productive.
I reach, and one more thing, yeah. So as you were entrepreneur, as you progress, you want to become very, you know,
high productivity oriented. You want to lock down your hours, your time. And I was doing that last year. And if my day goes here and there, I was getting quite upset. And so one thing that I had to train myself and learn is that got to learn flexibility as well. For example, or even is the snap place. There are many late nights, So and I was getting cranky. The guys couldn't wait, and I'm doing my work, but someone else didn't been to their work, so I'm having issue, fix that issue. So and then you are the main yes, and then because of that, my early mornings are going, and I'm making a play. So that's again bothersome. But I'm learning to, it's I think it's going to be a continuous process of okay, is first thing, it's a good thing that you want to stick to your routines. Or he's gotta become strong to adjust to flexibility with yourself because if you can't adapt to changes, it gets very tiring. And many people I know they get very stressed if there's sleep sport goes off, so they don't even wear their sleep tracker. So I'm learning, okay, it's okay if my sleep goes off, but it's not gonna kill me. No, I gotta bounce that next day. I will like sitting that I've been bounce the next day, but gotta be adaptable to changes. So that's why. So that's been one of the learning problem for me for the day.
Why he asked Poshak, who's the hero in your shoe? Sumbak.
So it's very challenging. But many people, I would say two people. Like firstly, my wife, because because she teaches me how to do things shit right. Always do things the right. You want to give someone to not because you want to show or do or want to get some point, but you want to do it the day I cut it someone. And then the next one was my wife, because he was the most humble person I ever knew. Yeah, she was just the most needs.
Thank you so much, Jabez, for sharing your journey with our audience. So where people can find you online, like they want to work with you, if they want to reach you, pitch up by your
Link is Jabez Reuben, Facebook Jabez Reuben, all these two platform and yes, Akimon, but if you prefer Twitter, as you can find me Jabez Reuben.
okay, it's perfect. So guys, thank you so much. Like if you get the value out of this interview, please share with your friends and family so they can get some positive energy and they can have positive impact in Yala. Thank you so much, guys. But thank you so much. This I appreciate it. Bye. Take care.
So thank you so much for watching this podcast till the end. I appreciate your time here. So please share this podcast with one of your friends whose life can change after watching this video, because one conversation can bring so many changes and positive impact in someone's life. Second, please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel so we can keep bringing more valuable guests for you guys. Third, tell me what are the good and bad things you found in this podcast so we make sure we don't repeat the same mistakes again, right? And tell me the name of the next guest you want to see in our podcast so we can bring more value to your life. So till then, keep hustling. Take care.